Alrighty, hey guys, welcome to the Zook Fabs YouTube channel. This is either the first or second video that I'm putting out. I can't remember which way around I'm going to release them. So I picked up these zero offset rims to chuck my new tyres on. We went down to Himatangi Beach, a few hours away, and picked them up last weekend. They've got a fair bit of rust on them. So we're going to give wire wheeling them a go and see if we can wire wheel them back to goodness and then paint them. If we don't have any luck with that, I think I'll just have to drop them into the powder coaters and get them to sandblast them all so I can paint them. Yeah, let's give that a go, jump into the time lapse.
Things that happen here, no stranger would it be. We met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say you murdered Faith. Strange things that happen here, no stranger would it be. We met.
So we've just attacked these two rims here with a wire wheel. They're coming up alright on the face, but in the back of the barrel here, the rust's a bit worse and we can't really get the wire wheel in there. It's kind of just hitting up here. So we've decided, after spending a little bit of time wire wheeling a couple of them, that, well, I'm just going to take them in and get them sandblasted. It's going to be so much easier, and that way the paint will stick better, it'll last longer, the rust won't come back, it'll just all around be better. So on Monday, I'm going to drop these off at the powder coaters and get them to sandblast them, and then I'll bring them back and paint them next weekend.
Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say you murdered Bree. Strange.
So as for the tyres that I've chosen for the green machine now, we are running with the nearest NS523 MTs. They were literally just the cheapest 31s on Trade Me with free shipping. $205 a tyre. I got a set of 4, not 5. We're just going to try get a second-hand 31 off Facebook or something like that. If you've got one, let me know. So, yeah, they have a similar tread pattern to like a Max's Bighorn or something. And I'm sure they will do the trick. Even if they only last me a couple of years before I get some better ones, it is what it is. We've just got a cert coming up. So I just need some 31s on for a cert, and I didn't want to buy some shitty second-hand ones with like 3mm tread left. So I just got some cheap brand new ones, and they should be sweet as. And then as for the lift, I've actually only unwrapped these for the thumbnail, so you get the unboxing experience with me. I managed to get from a pick-apart some 2-inch front Dobinson's coils for a long wheelbase Escudo they came out of. So they were $19 each. I've had everything sandblasted and powder coated to deep violet. So we're going for kind of a Hulk colour theme for the car. Green on the top and then purple underneath, purple dash plates as well. So those are the front springs. I have, for the rear springs, managed to track down some R32 Skyline springs for the rear. So I've been told they're about a 2.5-inch lift. I do have a fair bit of weight in the back because I've got all my camping stuff. So I also have some spring spacers sitting on the shelf over here for if they don't give me the lift that I want. So as well as the front rear springs that we've got, we also have some front strut spacers. I've noticed with this car, I seem to be smashing front struts left, right and centre. I'm needing sort of a new set every time I get a waff. So I decided to use these Calmini front strut spacers and just keep reusing second-hand shitty struts, and then I can keep smashing them as often as I want and it's not really a problem. And then I also have a drive shaft spacer. So this lift is what I'm calling my custom super flex lift kit. So we've got a drive shaft spacer for when we're all flexed out. We also have a rear diff drop, which I put in the car when I rebuilt the locker last weekend. This is what's given us the flex. Got some second-hand Monroe Reflex 3.5-inch extended shocks. So I got these off Facebook for $60. They are still quite new. They got a fair bit of, that didn't go according to plan. They're still reasonably new. The guy told me they only had about 15,000 Ks on them. So we're going with 2-inch rear springs and 3.5-inch rear shocks. We're also going to need extended brake lines, which I haven't got yet. Extended bump stops, which you'll see me make soon. Rear spring keepers, so that's just little holders at the bottom to make sure that if the spring comes not captive, then it's not going to fall out. That's pretty much it. So I'll give you a bit more of a close-up of the cut. Oh, the camera's not focusing very well. So we're looking at a 2-inch super flex lift kit for right under that $400 mark, which is extremely cheap considering the cheapest lift kit that you can buy brand new is the Black Raptor one from Jimny Bits, and that's still pretty close to $1,000.
It happened here, no stranger would it be? We met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree? The jack been called out for his
I don't know. Can you take that jack off? Yeah.
Are they supposed to be bigger?
Not sure, G. Suppose we can find out. Won't we?
Are you coming to the tree? The jack been called out for his love to.
These springs are way shorter, Joshy.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we not bother with it?
No, right, so we're just we're short some bolts for the strut spaces in the front, so we just got to shoot off and grab some of them.
Do I?
I need 6. They come in a pack of 5.
So you have to buy 2.
They're the same. You made it by 20. You made it point. Yeah. Oh, he's still filming it. Dakin's just on a roll. They got big heads on them.
That's what she said.
Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man. They say you murdered me. Strange things that happen here. No stranger would it be?
Alrighty, so in order to get the 31-inch spare to fit on the back, we've had to notch the bar a bit. I've already cut and raised this to fit my 29s on with the winch bar set up so much further out. So we're just going to run with this notch. It might weaken the bar a bit, but realistically the car's not heavy, so if I need to be recovered off it, there's not that much strain on it anyway. So we'll rip into that. I'll whack these mud flaps on as well, and then we'll roll it out and show you the finished product.
Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man. They say you murdered me. Strange things that happen here. No stranger would it be? We met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you?
So cheers for tuning into this video. You can see now we've got the tyres all fitted up with the rims on. The rims came back mint from the powder coat. They've been fitted and balanced. I just picked it up from an alignment today as well, so she's driving nice and true within spec for a cert. So we ended up with a 40mm body lift, which we already had in there, and then as well as the factory body mounts brings us to a 50mm lift off the chassis. And then we've also got a 2.5 inch suspension lift sitting in there, so we're sitting just under 4.5 inches. We're also running the 31 by 10.5 R15 Nearest MTs that you guys saw earlier in the video on our 15 by 7 zero offset rims. So I'm pretty happy with how the truck's sitting now. Overall, from where it was, we're sitting about 80mm taller with the tyres and the new lift. So yeah, cheers for tuning in. Tune in again next weekend, because hopefully we'll have rear scrub bars on, and that's the last thing we need before cert. Cheers!